Hello everyone and welcome to Banter Wars 2.75, where the greatest machines, the most unique machines, the most absolutely insane machines all come to fight for fun. There's very few trophies we hand out at the end of this. It is really we just have this for fun. We have for you today a lot of great battles, all featuring either veterans from the former series or newcomers who are willing to test their blood. I am your host, Primeval Bruni, and today we're going to start with a wildcard warrior match between Chasm, owned by Toast Ultimatum or Tale of the Toaster, and the Bonebugger Upper, a Series 1 Grand Finalist. The house robot overlooking this battle is Boop. And Chasm... What? Chasm is trying to get after Boopy. Chasm now in underneath the Bonebugger Upper, but the flipper can't get into effect, and the mace just fires randomly. And Boopy ice skates around the place. He's a very quick machine. Boopy. Oh, but the Bonebugger Upper has taken off Chasm's flipper. Let's look at that again on the replay. You can see that there. Bonebugger Upper with the new and improved jaw mechanism. The Bonebugger Upper. Oh, and they're after Boopy. What are you at? What are you doing, Bonebugger Upper? You have a battle to win. I mean, Chasm has lost his weapon. And now Bonebugger Upper is in underneath Chasm, and what a charge that is! There, you can see the little prongs of Bonebugger Upper and the bite. This is a new, rebuilt version of Bonebugger Upper, I should say. It's also an updated Chasm from 2.5. You might remember Chasm from 2.5, but they're out of the arena. Oh, very nearly, and they are out! Goodness me, let's look at that again. You can see there, Chasm were on the edge, but then tipped out by Bonebugger Upper. That's the first time a clamp has done that, and now Bonebugger Upper can face our house robot Boopy with the axe and the bludgeoner. And Boopy is rightfully so doing quite a lot of damage. Because Boopy's evil. He's an evil monster. An evil monster called Boopy. It's a very misleading name. It's a soft and cuddly name to denote an evil beast that lurks in the Banter Wars arena. That's Bonebugger Upper in the grill. Surely going to be counted out soon, if not destroyed by Boopy. And they have been destroyed. Well done to Boopy. You retain your might. For one interesting fight from the start there, Chasm tried to get straight in after Boopy. The Bonebugger Upper, they took advantage of that, shredding Chasm's flipper, destroying the armor. And look at this. Let's have a look at this again. Using the clawed jaws to take them out of the arena. What great skill from the Bonebugger Upper there. And then we have just a simple classic coup de grace. So well done to Bonebugger Upper, they keep their honour. However, today we're going to now go to the Mayhem. This is going to be between 3 of my own creations to see who will be going through into the Annihilator later in the series. We have Tarkia, Walker's Prawn Cocktail, and Hippocro. Like I said, these are all built by myself, Primeval Bruni, to see which of them is the best, and we'll go through into the Annihilator. The house robot observing this, the one, the only, the Observerbot. It'll be interesting to see how these machines all get on. Tarkia being tentative and going after the Walker's Prawn Cocktail and has flipped them, but Hippocro is in underneath Tarkia and flips them. Walker's Prawn Cocktail. Oh, and what a flip from Tarkia and Hippocro. Oh, Tarkia, they edge very near the pit. Tarkia in underneath. Hippocro flipping them again, just sort of toss them aside, just like, nope, I am not dealing with you. Instead, I'm going to flip the Walker's Prawn Cocktail. Hippocro's trying to signal him, say, hello, I'm in this fight. Tarkia, though, they push and shove against Hippocro. The Walker's Prawn Cocktail is doing nothing, really. Observer Bots is going to have a little nudge at them, make sure they're okay. They're quite clearly not. Hippocro, are they out of the fight? Observer Bot gives them a nudge, and yes, they are. But Hippocro's gone after the Observer Bot. That's not what you do to our house robots. How dare you, Hippocro? For shame. Observer Bot, self-rating himself. He's had a tough time, Observer Bot. He's had such a long holiday. You know, he's just been waiting. And Hippocro now after Tarkia, as the Walker's Prawn Cocktail somehow still in this fight. Observer Bot, what have you done? Oh, the Observer Bot. Let's have a look at that again. Observer Bot, he was just minding his own business there. Walker's Prawn Cocktail now actually was doing some damage. Can they actually do something? Observer Bot's giving him a cursory little nudge just to make sure they're okay. Hippocro now trying to get in on the flip. Observer Bot, oh! Observer Bot, you're not supposed to have these grudges! Hippocro's still getting flipped and now straight into Walker's Prawn Cocktail. Observer Bot's, he's having a right little Barney. He just wants to fight himself. Hippocro flips Tarkia. Can Tarkia get the self-rider? Yes, they can. Hippocro's now on the Walker's Prawn Cocktail. Tarkia flips Hippocro over. This is a great fight between Tarkia. Oh, and one of the flippers of Hippocro shredded. Look at that. Again on the replay. What a moment that is. That could be a crucial moment. Observer Bot, Walker's Prawn Cocktail was near the floor flipper. Walker's Prawn Cocktail needs to get off of that area, but Walker's Prawn Cocktail there get flung again. Oh, and a leg's come off. An entire leg of the Walker's Prawn Cocktail. That would greatly affect the maneuverability. Sorry, Tarkia and Hippocro, yes. Hippocro's still being flipped around, being bullied by Tarkia. This is going to go to the judges. I don't think Walker's Prawn Cocktail's done enough. I think they're on their side. Oh, now they're back on their back. Hippocro's now in underneath Tarkia, but can they flip them? No, they cannot. That is crucial. Tarkia gets a flip in on Hippocro and flip them into Observer Bot. Observer Bot's gonna have a little bit of a flip. Sure, why not? Tarkia now is in on Observer Bot. It's a good way to count down this great fight to the judge's decision. Which honestly I cannot decide at the current moment. Walker's Prawn Cocktail, they were ponderous, yes, they were in trouble a few times, but they did do a lot of damage. Hippocro, they tried to be aggressive, they got a few flips in on Walker's Prawn Cocktail, on Tarkia, even on the Observer Bot a few times. And Tarkia though, I think they've done enough. I think Tarkia's done enough. And the judges have made the decision, and they've chosen Tarkia to go through into the Annihilator. So well done to Tarkia. Well, I honestly can't wait to see how well they do there. They're gonna get destroyed, aren't they? Gonna get completely, utterly mullered. Which, speaking of getting mullered, it is time for the Vengeance Battle. This is going to be between Foxy Fury and Spider, owned respectively by Bottomatic 1000 and Bad Wolf Gamer. Now the vengeance between these two is because in the tag team there, I mean Team Trash. In Team Trash competition, Dr. Pheasant was flung from the arena by Spider, but only due to a game glitch. We aren't going to stand for that here on Banter Wars, so we've brought them to the Riverside Academy venue with the Honourable Wobbleclaw presiding over this match. Wobbleclaw, of course, huge, gigantic, he is a monster, as Foxy Fury is going to see against Spider, who Spider get the first flip on Foxy Fury. Foxy Fury got a good attack. there, but Foxy Fury is straight into the pit! And Spider is as well! Goodness me, over in a trice! Which was nice. Wobble Claw doesn't have to do much. Foxy Fury got a good hit in on the side of Spider there. Then Spider got the flip on Foxy Fury, who tried to self-right, but Spider then pushed Foxy Fury straight into the pit. And death by glory, they went themselves! What a fight that was. That was really a great fight. But next up, we have another wild card warrior match for you tonight. It's between Gearhog, which is owned by Jammy Splodge. He'll be entering into Series 3 against another Series 1 Grand Finalist, the runner-up from Series 1 I should say, an Ordinary Robot 3. And once again for the Wildcard Warriors is Booby the Snoot Monster, who will be presiding. And then, oh goodness me, an Ordinary Robot 3, what are you doing? You're after... No, you're after Boopy! And it's Boopy! They've thrown Boopy out of the arena! You monsters! An Ordinary Robot 3 now getting in on Gearhog. Gearhog not doing much here. What has gotten in to an Ordinary Robot 3? What grudge does he have? That's just cruel. Look at that again, thrown out of the arena even. Goodness me. An Ordinary Robot 3 is being relentless. Ooh, but they've lost two of their flipping mechanism. The spikes at the top, I should say. Gearhog tries to flip an Ordinary Robot 3. They fail. An Ordinary Robot 3 is in the grill. But an Ordinary Robot 3 still has the flippers, the wedges to get in underneath. Gearhog rides the wedge. Could we be in for a shock? Is an Ordinary Robot 3 immobilized? I think they might be. What a shock! This could be a huge shock, an upset even. It is! Gearhog, they're the winners! Well, let's look at that battle once again. You can see there, an Ordinary Robot 3 didn't even care about Gearhog at the start. They went straight for the house robot. That was not going to be stood for, I'm afraid. That was just completely bang out of order. Bad, an Ordinary Robot 3. And I think you got what you deserved. You were too confident. You got in the grill. You thought you could still take them, but you were immobilized. Oh, dearie me. Well, a good win for the newcomers. The veteran there gonna hang his head in shame, I think. Whereas next up we have a vengeance battle to be sorted between Mr. Psycho and Steve Sekopish. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. I don't know the vengeance between these two. All I know is that they both want vengeance. And the one who's going to preside over this match is, of course, the Observabot. Let's hope this time no one actually goes for the house robot. Yes, there we go. Hook Echo with oh goodness me, what a big flip there. And an Alpha Raptor. They're in the pit straight away. And as is Hook Echo. I would show you the highlights of that fight, but there wasn't any. Straight away, Hook Echo with a huge flip, getting Alpha Raptor very near the pit even, and then just shoved them in and went themselves. Goodness me, we're going to have better control over that pit, I'm afraid. Observabot just gave him a little nudge, just to make sure everything was okay. But next up, we have a walkers match. Now this is going to be between two walking machines, which is very interesting. We've never done that before in Banter Wars. We've decided to go just outside the studio for it, as Walker's Prawn Cocktail, built by myself, and Leapfrog, built by the Orc Corps. They'll fight to decide who is the best walker of them all. Well, objectively, I would have to say the Walker's Prawn Cocktail, because it actually has an active weapon. And here they go. Leapfrog, the slower of the two. Walker's prawn cocktail is going to be quite dull, I apologise in advance. Leapfrog just sort of plundering along, not even attacking. And now the Walker's prawn cocktail is in on Leapfrog, using that huge vertical spinning disc to take off a leg. Oh, and another straight away. With that ponderous at first, but you shouldn't underestimate the Walker's prawn cocktail, and that is why. And look at it's just destroying Leapfrog at the moment. The face on Leapfrog looks like it's screaming in pain. Oof! And rightly so, more of the leg gets taken off. Can Leapfrog come back from that? Ooh. Would you want to? Ooh, and the spike goes as well. This isn't fair. This is a massacre. But something happened. I don't even know what happened. I'm gonna have to look at that again. Leapfrog had lots of damage done, but both of them were immobilized. Or classed as immobilized, I should say. We're gonna have to look at that. I think the judges are gonna have to take a closer look. See, they have decided that because both machines were immobilized at the same time, that a rematch must be had with 2 minutes on the clock for this match. Leapfrog were graciously rebuilt for this. Let's see who will see if anything. I thought Walker's prawn cocktail were definitely on top there in that battle, and I think they're going to do the same here again, going straight for a leg once again. Yes, frog legs. Frog's legs are what's for tea. Oh, and there goes the spike on the front of Leapfrog. I don't even know what purpose it serves. All I know is the fact of it's important. And Leapfrog, damage being done. Go on, turn to face each other. That's the only way this can be fun. Oh, and there's one of those game glitches. That's why Dr. Pheasant and Spider had their little vengeance, or I should say Foxy Fury had their vengeance, because an in-game glitch caused Dr. Pheasant to be eliminated. It didn't cause anything like that to Prawn Cocktail there, as you saw. Leapfrog, ponderous. It's almost like it's running away, scared of the Walker's Prawn Cocktail with that evil disc. They have reason to be afraid. Be very afraid. Trying to use their feet there as ways to cause damage. I don't think that'll work for you all too well. They back up. Going for another charge. Walker's Prawn Cocktail. Is the disc actually working? I think they're getting caught on the other mechanisms there of Leapfrog, who could try to immobilize it that way. But I think this is going to go back to the judges. Oh, I pity them. I pity them having to judge this. This pretty dull fight. And it goes to the judges. Well, I think on both accounts, Walker's Prawn Cocktail definitely did a lot more damage, because Leapfrog couldn't do anything with that spike or the legs. Yes, Walker's Prawn Cocktail, they removed the spike in the second instance. They did some damage to the armour. And the judges have indeed decreed that it is the Walker's Prawn Cocktail taking the win here. And for the final battle of the night, it is going to be the Flipper Frenzy 2.0. This is going to be taking some of the newer machines who are Flipper Masters and seeing which is the best of the best. We have Tarkia once again showing their face. They're through to the Annihilator already, which of course I am happy for them. We have Gandergoose, which is the successor to Series 2 runner-up Facetious Goose. We have the Green Reaper 2, which, for those of you who watched the Banter Wars Series 3 format test, they were pretty much the absolute champions there. And we have Jericho, who you probably also saw in that format test. This will be an interesting fight to see. There's no house robot. There is only these 4 flippers. And Tarkia is after the Green Reaper 2, who get in underneath. And Tarkia is flipped by Jericho, sent flying. Gandergoose also flipped. Jericho is in under Green Reaper 2 and gets the flip in. Green Reaper 2 in underneath Tarkia. Tarkia getting bullied here. Jericho flipped by the Green Reaper 2. Tarkia self-right. Gandergoose trying to get involved. Tarkia in underneath Jericho. Gandergoose flipped by the Green Reaper 2. In underneath is Jericho, and Jericho takes out Gandergoose, and Green Reaper 2 takes out Tarkia. Well, what a duel. Great set of flips there. Straight in underneath. Now it's Jericho and Green Reaper 2 in on each other. Green Reaper 2 getting the good flips in on Jericho, and I think that's it. Out go Jericho. Green Reaper 2 is the winner of the Flipper Frenzy 2.0. So thank you all for staying around for this Banter Wars 2.75. I hope you all enjoyed this. I know I certainly did, because, well, my bot did win at least one fight. So, we'll see you all next time for the next episode of Banter Wars 2.75. From us here at Primeval Brony, we bid you adieu.